Hey guys, welcome back to Defeating Hair Loss. My name is Steve, and I've got my guy, Bobby D.
What's up?
Back, Bobby.
What's up, Steve?
You know what? I love having you.
Appreciate it, Steve. Love being on the channel.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. You know, sometimes we got some stuff written out. We want to provide good content, but I love the spontaneity.
Yeah.
So have you ever heard of a comb over?
Yes.
You did? You have?
Yes, yes.
Whoa, okay. Because that usually is like maybe 25, 30 years ago. But what do you know about comb overs?
I guess, you know, growing up in the 90s, I've seen TV shows with kids that had comb overs. And, you know, if I was getting haircuts growing up, they always had like the comb over style and everything. So I guess that's all I've seen.
And probably not a big fan, right?
Not really, no. Not for me, though. Maybe some people can pull it off, but I can't.
So it's interesting. That's interesting that you've noticed that even at a young age. So comb overs were a big part of my life because, you know, I was losing my hair. So what do people do that are losing their hair? They look at everybody's hair, right?
True that.
So the comb overs, the topic or the talking point here of this video is, would you rather have a comb over or shave your head? Now, you'd be surprised on what I'm going to say. And this is just good info for you, right? Yeah. Passing the torch for info. So most of you out there, because by today's standard, guys are walking around with shaved heads. I was in the gym. I go to the gym every morning at 5:30, and there's got to be like, you know, 11 or 10, 12 guys with their head shaved, you know, and they're running around jacked and all that stuff, and they look great. I'm not a big fan of the shaved head because there's no options. We talk about that. Yeah. So comb overs are actually an option, and it's a goofy option, but we're going to throw some of these guys, you know, photos up on the screen here, up on the video. One that jumps out is Rudy Giuliani. Now, he was the mayor of New York City when the Twin Towers came down.
Oh, gotcha.
And this guy, you know, he was combing the hair over. He had the dark hair, the white scalp. Now, this is 20 some odd years ago, right? 22. Yeah. And now he's kind of, you know, he's kind of lost more hair. So in the beginning, you know, 22 years ago, he could actually take some of his decent hair on the side and kind of comb it over. And it gave him a look. Now, when you're losing your hair, man, you're just, you know, grasping at straws, right?
True.
I mean,
I did the same thing when I was losing my hair. I just tried to grow it out and cover spots.
You were trying to, like, you know, and I had talked in some videos when I was quickly actually losing my hair. I was trying to push it down so that the part would look like it was still where it was. It's a little bit on the sad side. But anyway, so Rudy Giuliani definitely looked better with a comb over. Number two, Jeff Van Gundy. Now, obviously, I'm from the Northeast.
I know who he is.
You know who he is?
He's a coach.
Jeff Van Gundy. So Jeff Van Gundy was a coach. Now he's like an analyst on the NBA network or whatnot in the NBA games. And he's really bald now. Like, he's really, really, really bald. Yeah. You know, I think he might be maybe a Norwood 7, which is rare, but definitely a Norwood 6. And he was combing over for a long time, and it wasn't good. But it looked better than when now he's got nothing. So, you know, it was almost like kind of his signature. You know, it's like you kind of walk around with a tie, or maybe it's like untied and then all of a sudden there's no tie. It's a difference, right? So as far as hair goes, he looked better with a comb over, even though he had very little hair at that time. The last one, which is an incredible example of Hollywood, who's not going bald, but Christian Bale in American Hustle. You ever see that movie?
I have not, but I know Christian Bale is, though.
So Christian Bale's an awesome actor, and I just saw him in that boxer from Boston up on Netflix, and awesome movie. Anyway, so Christian Bale was playing this like hustler in New York City. He had like a pretty wife, and they lived out on Long Island, and they were running like dry cleaning operations, which was really a front for some sort of shady business. And they actually showed him in the movie and how he would do his hair. And they made him a bald guy, which he's not. And then he did the comb over in the movie, and he did a really good job. Nice. So it was like a wig on top of a wig.
Hey, whatever works.
And it looked awesome. I mean, he obviously was playing like an older guy that didn't have a lot of hair and didn't have a good look and all that kind of stuff, but he was using this comb over thing, and he did a fantastic job. So anybody out there that just is entertained by this and wants to know what a comb over is, if you watch American Hustle, you will be extremely educated on what guys were doing in my world in the 80s and yes, in the 90s. I don't see too much of that anymore. I see the shaved head, but hey man, you know, maybe I'm just showing my age, but I'll take the comb over the shaved head any day. No offense.
Quite offensive people.
No offense to those big muscular guys at the gym with the shaved heads. But anyway, so that's your education for tonight is the comb over. that's what it is.
Awesome.
Sound good?
Sound good,
Thank
Steve.
you, bud. Don't forget to like and subscribe.